Hi everyone, and welcome back to the SharePoint Framework series. I am Akshay, and today we are taking a big step forward by learning how to style SPFx web parts with Fluent UI. If you have been looking to make your SPFx web parts more visually appealing and consistent with Microsoft 365 design principles, this video is for you. By the end of this tutorial, you will know how to use Fluent UI components to enhance the look and feel of your SPFx projects. Let's dive right in. First, let's talk about Fluent UI. Fluent UI is Microsoft's design system and component library that provides pre-built reusable components like buttons, input fields, and dialogues. It's perfect for creating modern, consistent, and accessible user interfaces that align with Microsoft 365 apps like SharePoint and Office. Using Fluent UI in SPFX web parts ensures that they look and feel like they belong in SharePoint environment. Think of it as your shortcut to professional design. Fluent UI is added in SPFX projects with React by default. You do not need to add it. But if for some reason it is not there or you are using an React project and want to use Fluent UI there, you need to add Fluent UI as a dependency in the project. Open your SPFX project and navigate to the terminal and run the following command. And press enter. Once the installation is complete, Fluent UI is ready to use in your project. This process brings all the Fluent UI components into your project so you can start styling right away. Now that Fluent UI is installed, let's import it into our React component. In today's tutorial, we will focus on just 3 components from Fluent UI. While Fluent UI offers a wide range of other components, we will keep our focus narrow for now. Don't worry though, future videos will explore more components as we go along. Open the helloworld.tsx file in Visual Studio Code. Here I have removed extra parts of the code. Now add this import at the top of the file. We have added 3 components: primary button, which adds a styled button, text field, which creates an input field for users' input, and stack, which handles layout and alignment. Let's use these Fluent UI components in our web part. In the render method of your helloworld.tsx file, replace the existing code. Here I have pasted the code. Here's what this code does. Stack, it centers the content vertically and horizontally. Then we have a welcome message, and here we have a text field that adds a labeled input field. And then we have primary button, which adds a clickable button with an alert message. Save your file and run the development server to see it in action. Let's test the styled web part in SharePoint Workbench. Run the following command in your terminal. Gulp, serve, and press enter. Now open the Workbench and add the web part to the page. Here you can see the Fluent UI stack component in action, which is used to center the content of the page. At the top, we have a welcome message followed by an input field with a label that says enter your name and a placeholder that reads your name. At the bottom, there is a submit button, and when you click it, an alert will pop up. One of the best things about Fluent UI is that it's highly customizable. Let's tweak the button's appearance. Here we have our code open, showcasing the older version of the primary button. Now let's update it. I have already pasted the latest code where I have made changes in the style component. Here is the updated code for the primary button. Inside the root, I have modified the background color to green, the text color to white, and added a border radius of 5 pixels to make the edges rounded. Now let's save the file and wait for the changes to reload. Once done, open your browser and refresh the Workbench. As you can see on the Workbench, the submit button is now green. Unlike before, with white text and rounded borders. Plus, it's functioning as expected. Let's recap what we covered today. Installed Fluent UI in our SPFx project. Imported Fluent UI components like primary button, text field, and stack. Used these components to style our web part. Customize the button styles for a unique look. For best practices, use Fluent UI for a consistent design across Microsoft 365 apps. Test your web parts for accessibility, as Fluent UI is built with accessibility in mind. Customize styles sparingly to maintain a clean and professional look. If you visit the Fluent UI website and navigate to the Controls section under React, you will find a variety of components available. For example, you will see basic input controls like text fields. You can also explore different types of buttons, checkboxes, and more. Let's take checkboxes as an example. Here you can see various types of checkboxes, interact with them, and even view the code behind them. You can copy the code and add it to your project and experiment to see how it works. Beyond that, there are many other controls available, such as command menus, navigation elements, notifications, engagement tools, and even components like coach marks. Fluent UI offers tons of controls that you can use in SPFx to enhance your application. Explore them and start experimenting. Great job styling your first SPFx web part with Fluent UI. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the future episodes. Let me know in the comments how you plan to use Fluent UI in your SPFx projects. In the next video, we will take things even further by learning how to work with APIs in SPFx to fetch and display dynamic data. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video where we will dive into working with the APIs in SPFx. Until then, happy coding.